Greetings, how you doing? This is KIN223. 223. This is an extension of the conversation we had regarding the syllabus. If you scroll down a little bit further in the syllabus, past the student support resources where we talked about, you'll find the schedule for the course. Now, this is embedded right in the syllabi, so we just have one document to open. And what you'll notice is it's pretty darn colorful, but I'm going to go through that one second. So it's broken out, the course is broken out into four main modules. Module 1, 2, 3, and 4, red, orange, yellow, green, kind of a Roy G. Biv thing going on. And the requirements for this course, will be a post and response for each week. So you have 2 post and response for each module, and then you'll have written assignments within each week as well. So these assignments right here, post and response 1, written assignments 1 and 2, and then also quiz number 1, they're all due by 11:59 on January 19th. And then, for example, in week number 2 in module 1, you have post and response 2 is due, written assignments 3 and 4, exam number 1, and then quiz number 2. Quiz number 1 and quiz number 2 will, exam number 1 will have questions predominantly from quiz 1 and quiz 2 and other information in the reading from the text. Now, where this becomes important, and I want to kind of go through this, is as we go through our term, which is 8 weeks, it's kind of a rapid fire pace, which is great because you get stuff done, but you can't get behind the ball, man. As soon as you get behind, you're kind of buried. So try to make sure you stay on top of these and come up with a strategy to do perhaps your post and response very early in the week. Your written assignment is Tuesday. Your next written assignment is on, Wednesday. And then you just do the 10-point quiz or 10-question quiz on Friday, and then when you have the actual exam, you try to pull that off on the weekend. So, you have to have a little bit of strategy here, and it's indicative of being a college student. You have to have some strategies in place to help you with your educational process. Now, what you'll notice is when we get down here to Module 4, the last week of the term, week number 8, you'll have a post and response, exam 4, and quiz 8. That's it. There is or are no reading assignments for the course during those weeks. And you can take a look at the different chapters, and you'll notice we're skipping chapters 3 and 4. That's the way this course was originally written. I might retool that going forward after this term, but I'm going to stick with this agenda and this schedule for this term. So let's go ahead and back this out. Now, if we take this out, and we go ahead and go into learning modules, where this becomes important is when you have that color codified document, the schedule that we just looked at, and we go into learning modules, you can see module 1 red, module 2 orange, module 3 yellow, and then module 4 is green. So, it stays pretty darn organized in terms of having that Roy G. Biv strategy to help you stay organized in your classes. So when you go into module 1, I'm still working on this a little bit, but what you'll find is week 1 has its own content, week 2 has its own content. When you open these up, chapters 1, 2, 5, and 6 will also be in red. Now, the thing I can't control, or I'll do my best to try to make some adjustments, the book has some pre-made slides, pre-created slides, but they're all in white and blue, and it doesn't really fit with these the format that I have and kind of like the brand that I use for delivering content. But I'll do my best to try to make sure you're very well aware that you're in the red. And where this becomes important is, if you're looking for an assignment per se, and you're looking later on in the term, and you're trying to find something for module 1 and you're looking at green slides and green folders, you're in the wrong place. Conversely, if you're looking for something that's at the very end of the term, for your final exam, or the exam number 4, and you're looking in red slides, you're in the wrong place. So, I use this as an instructor to help. I have 5 classes I'm teaching this term. I use this as a structure to help me stay organized, but I also used it as a student years ago to help me stay organized. And I found that this Roy G. Biv method really works. And even color codifying, for example, in the book, I would use red highlighters for the first part of the term, yellow for later, and then in the final part of the term, I would use green, or you might use indigo and violet, if you have a bigger source of content that you have to dig through. And I would color codify my book, and I would know when I'd open in my book, I could see red, that was for my first exam, orange was for my second exam, Yellow is for my third exam. You get the point. But I do this as an instructor now just to help me stay organized. And in some regards, I do this to try to find a way to, in the virtual environment, help students stay better organized in the virtual side of the equation, because sometimes it's just difficult to understand where you are in the context of a class. So hopefully this helps, and I'd love to hear feedback on it. All right, guys, so as you go through the course, just realize that everything will be color codified best I can. And as we jump into this during this first week, you're looking at chapters 1, 2, 5, and 6. Assignments will be posted in response number 1, written assignments 1 and 2, and then also quiz number 1. All right, guys, have a good one. Email me with questions. I'll be happy to help out. Thanks.